Hello, sobrinhos e sobrinhas fofurinhas da titia. Um vídeo que vocês sempre me pedem, uma coisa que vocês sempre perguntam é quais são as diferenças entre o inglês britânico e o inglês americano. Mas é lógico que eu não vou fazer esse vídeo sozinha. Para isso eu vou convidar uma especialista, uma professora britânica lá do Cambly, que é a plataforma que você usa para conversar com nativos. E se você quer experimentar o Cambly, tem um link aqui embaixo na descrição para você experimentar grátis. Eu tenho certeza que você vai se apaixonar pelo Cambly, assim como eu sou apaixonada.
Hello there, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Out of breath, was Russian.
Don't worry, that's okay.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Nice to meet you too. My name is Marcelo.
Marcelo. Very
Exactly.
nice. I saw the name and I was like, that looks fun. Soul teacher.
Exactly, Marcelo. Just first of all, can you introduce yourself and tell me where you're from and where you're currently living?
Yes. Okay. So my name is Andrusha. Usually a mouthful, so I go with Andy for people find it hard. And I live in the UK, but I was born in Sierra Leone in West Africa. And moved to the UK when I was 14. Then lived in London for quite a few number of years. And then I moved over to Northern Ireland where I live now when I got married. And that's it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
So, Andy, I would like to ask you some of the differences. My accent is mostly American, but my students are always asking me, what are the differences? You mean in terms of sound? Actually, I always tell them that the structure of the language is the same, but we do have a lot of different sounds. What are the ones that you yourself notice?
I think, obviously, even in the UK, you have different, dialects and different accents. So if you're looking at it from what would be more of a Queen's English kind of thing, it would probably be the fact that we enunciate, more clearly, I should say, than the American accent. So for example, something like water, we would say water.
Yeah.
You have areas in London that go water. So.
Okay. So you mean in London specifically, maybe it's a little bit more challenging for students, for example, to understand.
Yeah. Again, it's areas in London, so where I lived and you have the Cockney accent, which comes from London also, and it's more sort of chavvy is the word we use.
Okay.
So if you are teaching English, it's always better to use the Queen's English because that's proper way.
I get it.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Has it ever been hard for you talking, for example, to an American? Has it ever happened that it was more difficult for you to understand because of the accent or not?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe if they're speaking really excited. Like I have a friend in America that speaks on the phone, and because you're not face to face, it's always harder, isn't it, on the phone? And I would understand what she's saying, but maybe I would, if you asked me to repeat exactly what she said, I'll probably,
Okay, skip some words.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can move on to some words that I noticed that you guys use differently. For example, the word guys or girls, or when you call someone, for example, a guy, you say, "Hey, dude," "Hey, man." Do you have different words for that, right?
Yes. I don't know if I can say I've ever heard someone saying, "Hey, dude," here. So just be again looking at the different parts and the
Okay.
In London, if you're looking at young Cockney accent, they'll be like, they don't say "hey man," they would say "blood," which is like another word for kind of like family, But if you're just being professional and speaking in a professional sense, then you just say hi guys, or
Okay.
you wouldn't say hi girl or hi boy, more hi guys, or
Okay.
yeah.
Is it common for you to use the word broad when you're referring to a woman, or is it a little offensive or a little, maybe not usual?
Say the word again. Broad.
Broad, yeah. Is it like a little bit offensive?
I have to admit, I've never heard that being said here.
Yeah, okay,
maybe,
that's awesome.
Maybe like, because I've lived out of London for 2 years, so maybe it's there now, and I don't know. But I've never come across anyone I know that said that to me. So.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So what does it mean? Like, what is the?
Actually, maybe it's something I've heard in Australian English when they refer to a woman that's broad, but I've already seen it in British movies, so that's why I was asking. But sometimes not everything that we see in movies are really, usable in the real life.
The other say, bird would be what they would say, for women. But yeah, like if guys are talking to each other, they would say, oh yeah, that bird is nice. It doesn't. I guess it depends on the woman if they like to be referred to as that, but it's usually what men will say to each other. But
Okay, awesome. What is the word that you guys normally use for truck?
oh dear. Truck. Yeah, we say truck. We say van, truck.
Do you use the word lorry, or is this just like very old-fashioned English?
Big lorry, big truck. I would say more truck than lorry.
Yeah,
but sometimes how you have to you see the car, and then you think maybe lorry is better to refer to as that than truck.
Okay.
Because we would use all of it. It depends on. You see a car, I would say, oh, that's a big truck instead of a lorry, but maybe someone would see it and go, oh, that reminds me more of a lorry, so I'll go with lorry.
Okay. Yeah. So they're both usable.
Yeah, they're both usable. Yeah.
Okay.
What I would, yeah.
What about the word bus? Do you there's a difference between bus and coach, right?
Yes. So the buses are more of a sort of public transport, so all around the country, public transport, whilst the coach is more of in a hired capacity, whilst you hop on or hop off the bus, especially in London, you'd have lots of buses and you just hop on and hop off, but the coach, you'd be like, oh, should we rent a coach and go to this place?
Okay, it's like a freighted bus.
Yeah.
Normally companies hire coaches to take their employees.
Exactly. It's not something you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go to the bus stop and and get a coach if you don't have.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah.
What words do you normally use for French fries? What American calls French fries? That's a bit of a mess. Right?
I have students and I work for another company, and most of the stuff they have, it's all in American. So I feel like I always have to say to the student, pants. I'm like, you can say trousers. We say trousers, but yeah, you can say pants too. Always justifying. French fries. We would say fries. We can say fries. Or chips or chippies.
Or chips.
Chippies.
Okay. Because we know that in America normally we use chips for potato chips. The flat ones.
Yeah. So you see that's crisp for us. We call that crisp.
Okay, that's crisp. And the flat potatoes, right?
Yeah. So a bag of crisps.
Okay. Okay. And the chips are actually other things like Doritos, snacks, or stuff like that.
Yeah. I would say that. Okay. So for say for example, fish and chips, chunky chip, you would say chips, or what would commonly say is, oh, I'm going to the chippies. So when you say the chippies, it's going for some chips, cooked.
Awesome.
Chips.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the word cookie? Do you use that a lot, or do you use other words? You're saying a cookie, is something sweet.
Yeah. So I think from what I know, from the American way of it, cookie is just kind of it's just a general like I said.
Yeah, exactly.
Whilst here, we'll distinguish it more. So we'll just use biscuits for like biscuits. if we
biscuits.
Yeah.
Biscuits.
And then we'll have cookies. We do say cookies, but the idea of cookies usually it's like chocolate.
The chocolate chip ones?
Yeah, chocolate filled cookies or homemade cookies
exactly.
or white chocolate, you know. Whereas if I'm getting like a pack of Oreos, we just say, oh, you want some biscuits?
Biscuits, okay. Because we do use this word in Brazil, the word cookies, but they're very specific for chocolate chip cookies.
Exactly.
You know, that's what we'll use.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
What about the words you use for hungry? Do you normally use hungry or do you use more peckish or something like that, or something more cool?
Peckish sounds very posh. No, it usually just say, yeah, I'm hungry, I'm famished, or a phrase would say if we're hungry, it could be like, oh, I could eat a horse. Like, I'm so hungry.
Okay. I could eat a horse. Okay. We do have some different idioms too that we use, right?
Yeah. So yeah, famished, hungry. Nothing. I don't think anything too crazy.
Okay, Andy, thank you so much for doing this. It was awesome. Thank you so much. You're so nice. As soon as the video is ready, I'll come link it down below so you'll be able to see it.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. Now I'm going to be very Brazilian, and when we say goodbye, we blow a kiss.
They don't do that in England.
That's like super Brazilian.
We just say bye.
Bye.
E é isso aí, pessoal. Eu espero de coração que vocês tenham curtido muito. Eu amo esses bate-papos aqui no Cambly. E não esquece de baixar o seu e de usar o cupom que está aqui embaixo para você experimentar também.